In the vastness of space there are many celestial bodies that you on Earth call planets. Some are different in size but are very similar to your planet, and almost all are populated and governed by intelligent beings. While some are only now able to reach a level that can accommodate life forms like yours, others have not yet reached this level of evolution. On our planet, the form you call human has developed. It has evolved and advanced intellectually and socially through different stages of evolution to a point that is inconceivable to you. We have reached this point only through adhesion, through what you call natural laws. In our world, this evolution, this way of life is considered an adaptation to the laws of the supreme intelligence that governs time and space. We can travel in space with the same ease with which you cross a room because we learn to master the laws under which all bodies live and move: humans, stars, planets. Earth is the least evolved planet in this solar system, but other than that there are many other worlds where their population has not even reached your scientific or social level. Because of your limited understanding of life and the universe, you have built wrong concepts regarding other worlds and about the structure of the universe, and unfortunately another important thing is that you know very little about yourself. We who have already crossed the road that you now cross are ready to help and to offer to your society from our knowledge. But the first step is looking at you. The main purpose that brought us close to the Earth during this period is to warn you about the great danger that threatens you. Soon there will be big events in your world: geological, climatic and biological changes, cataclysms, and new diseases that will affect many people. These things will happen because of the science without the consciousness that has been used destructively in the world that hosts you. Even the negative thoughts emitted by human beings accumulate dangerously, forming a gray energy capsule that surrounds your world. All of this sickens this living being, Earth. The natural evolution of your planet is already compromised. This process, which had to be natural, was accelerated by your behavior and your thoughts. The changes that should have been pleasant and natural will unfortunately be destructive and violent, avoidable only if awareness is rapidly increasing. Your world is already in danger. The relationship between science and love is terribly inclined towards the science side. Millions of civilizations like yours have self-destructed, which is a result of technological advancement and a low level of wisdom and goodwill, conditions that lead to the violation of the universal life. You are at a critical point in our evolution. You are going through delicate, dangerous moments, and those in power do not realize where millions and millions of souls live. We know the history of your evolution much better than it is described in your books. Many of you wonder why we don't intervene, why we do not land with our starships, or why we do not ask directly the presidents of your nations to act differently, avoiding wars and working for peace and unity among peoples. But if we looked open to all, many of you would be terrified of fear because of false conditioning of your institutions and your culture. But beyond that, we consider human freedom something sacred, just like ours and anyone else's. That is why the obligation does not exist in our worlds. Each person being precious and worthy of respect. To act in force, causing destruction means violence, and this is something opposite to our spirit. The discovery and use of atomic energy is a serious danger to the survival of your civilization, the same for the worlds around. That's why we constantly observe you. The whole universe is a unity, a living organism, and we cannot ignore every scientific discovery that takes place in a less evolved world. Certain energies can reach the wrong hands and affect the balance of the entire galaxy, including our world. Because everything has repercussions on everything. That is why we work. For you to overcome yourself. But we cannot intervene beyond the law, beyond what is accepted, and so you have to help yourself, because you have these capabilities. The contacts we have established and which we continue to establish with some of you, whom you call contactee, they are part of a precise plan of help, being a kind of treatment that we offer kindly, in small doses. And this treatment is the information. Our ships have come often to Earth since ancient times. But it was only after using the first atomic bomb, I allowed you to see them to make you understand that you are not the only intelligent beings in the universe, and to know that we are keeping an eye on all your discoveries of this kind. All this information we are trying to give you is to help you. In some situations we let our ships film, or photograph them, thus giving you concrete evidence of our existence. We make small contacts with certain people and send telepathic messages. These messages travel like radio waves and reach everyone, but not all of you are able to perceive them. This is what we understand by information and help, and what we aim to prioritize is to transform, civilize and humanize your world to cease to be a theater of war, competition, injustice and division, and which can be transformed into a place of peace, fraternity, joy and love as it is on other planets. The main reason that does not allow us to look open through a mass contact is that it is forbidden by universal laws. There are laws in the evolved worlds, a kind of general norms that everyone must adhere to, and one of these is not to interfere in the evolution of the less evolved worlds. We call all those worlds that do not yet live according to the fundamental principle of the universe, love. All the worlds that base their civilization on love, have long given up being divided. They have a single leadership and they share together all that they have, in brotherhood, peace and harmony. Our respect for the freedom of the other is actually based on love. That's why we must allow you to have the destiny you deserve. And only when a person, or a world, has already reached a certain evolutionary level will be able to receive our help, without this being a way to break the general system of the universe. Even though many people have a growing interest in understanding, and even if the spiritual level of your world has improved, it is not yet sufficient to bring about change. Today, Earth and its inhabitants are more evolved than in the past. There are many people with a good spiritual level. But it is still not sufficient for a concrete improvement. That is why many races belonging to the Cosmic Brotherhood participate with dedication to the plan of help of the planet Earth. In this program called From Heaven to Earth, we participate in large numbers. Some of us have chosen to incarnate in your world, acting without knowing who they are, but others do it consciously, knowing who they are,